Hi there, Clark Reid back with you with more tech headlines today. If you enjoy these reports or find them useful, it'd be great if you could give us a like, tap that like button, and you could also subscribe. Then you'll know when each new report is up and ready for you. Usually 3 or 4 of these a week, depending on how much tech news there is. With the Switch 2 just being announced last week at a fat price of probably $450, we now find the Trump tariffs weren't factored into the price, so the Switch 2 could be notably higher. If the tariffs say 40% when finalized, you could see a $600 price on the Switch 2, twice the base Switch 1 price, as a matter of fact. Wired.com reports the company is actively assessing the situation, and of course the tariffs will affect game prices too. Mario Kart World was already $80. Could it touch $99? It's too early to tell. The Switch 2 is expected to be in the hands of users by early summer. Apple had a notable redesign for the iPhone X, called the X at the time, and now word from Bloomberg, by the way of AppleInsider.com, comes Apple is planning to mark the 20th anniversary of the iPhone in 2027 with a significant redesign, but perhaps not as dramatically different as they did for the iPhone X in 2007. Considering the various meetings of Double X, I'll be surprised if they call it that. Like the iPhone Double Cross, it doesn't have a good ring to it. And Dos Equis is already the mark owned by the Mexican beers, so they can't use that. Back to the iPhone, though. The foldable version is supposed to be out, if it hadn't been out already, in 2026. And the 20 Pro will have, apparently, the long promised more extensive use of glass. And many prognosticators are predicting a new layout for the cameras, too, maybe all the way across the top instead of in the square at the corner and in a triangular platform like that. The one good thing about the cameras, though, is they look for a significantly better front cam for selfies. I know there are birds that rely on mosquitoes for a good portion of their diet. Martins come to mind. But that said, who else likes mosquitoes? Besides carrying disease potentially, their maddening little itchy bites drive us crazy. And now, according to BGR.com, researchers at Livermore School of Tropical Medicine have found that there's an existing drug used by some people for a medical condition that kill the little bloodsuckers within hours. The drug is nitacinone. I don't know. Nitacinone, I think. Anyway, that's a shot at it. It's used for a rare genetic condition at any rate. And by the way, ivermectin has been used to kill mosquitoes too. But this other drug has some distinct advantages. It lasts longer in the bloodstream, doesn't target the nervous system, and that means it's less likely to harm bees and butterflies, which is a big deal. Because the drug's already approved for humans, testing should take less time. Maybe we'll see an anti-mosquito repellent that really works for once. Design wizard Jony Ive, who gave us some of the most iconic Apple looks before leaving to start his own company, is working on an AI phone without a screen. MacRumors.com reports that Ive, in the new startup he founded, along with OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, may find the startup being actually acquired by OpenAI for a sweet $500 billion. The startup's called IO Products, a small I&O, and they're working on other AI-powered household products besides the screenless phone, which they insist is not a phone, but it is a phone, basically. And in addition to Ive and Sam Altman, they also have the deep pocket funding from Laureen Powell Jobs via her Emerson Collective. I'm Clark Reid, and you're Technified for now.